rumors of it, but I just, at the time, I didn't really want to, think too much about it. I was just trying to stay in St. Louis, try to get us back in the hunt there, and it was kind of out of my control at that point without like a no-move clause. So I think, it wasn't something I was really concerned about, but obviously there was rumors that and a few other teams and such.
Right, so much has been spoke about, your Lions' offensive efficiency over the last few games, but what have you thought about sort of the defensive responsibility that you, John, and Mitch have shown in the last few games?
Yeah, I think it's good. I think we're seeing a lot of, we've seen top lines, and I think it's a good challenge for us. And, with these guys, with how hard they work, I think it's something that makes us effective in that. We know we're going to be hard to play against, and we have to. I think if we want to have success here, we have to be that line that's, not giving up much and frustrating top lines.
What do you thought of the team's line of flexibility in that way?
Yeah, no, it's impressive. You have so many guys that, like you said, can play different positions and jump in and mix and match and do that. So it's definitely impressive to see. And I think too, again, you need that going forward if you want to, if you want to have success, you want to do things well in the playoffs. You've got to be able to move around like that and guys be comfortable in different scenarios.
Ryan, the Blues had a tough loss last night, and you're focused here now. But what's your sense of that team this year? Where did things go wrong for you guys?
I don't want to say too much. Like you kind of mentioned, I want to dive in here and and focus and keep my mindset here. Obviously, it was disappointing. I think it was just we couldn't seem to find momentum, and it was just a challenge right from the get-go. And I think a lot of that comes on myself being a leader there and supposed to drive the bus and didn't, and that's why I probably dismantled the way it did. But it's a lot of good pieces there. It just I don't have a specific answer I can give you, unfortunately.
What's the biggest thing Berube did for your game over your time there, though?
A lot. Chief's amazing coach, and I love the way he has pulse on the game. He had, but just a lot of time just trusting yourself and being competitive and doing that. And I felt it was great at times. He was honest. He told you what you needed to hear, and he told it the right way. I think he was very respectful, but also you wanted to give him everything you got, just the way that's just the way he is and the person he is.
That first period, the start of the game in Buffalo, so dominant. How replicable is that moving forward here? Is that something that you guys can build on for tonight, or is that just one of those?
I'll probably have a hat trick for every game. But no, it's just obviously you want to create offense. That's a big thing. We want to be able to do that and gain momentum like that and put the puck in the net. But there's a lot of other things we have to focus on. And I think the offensive stuff will take care of itself if we're doing the other things well. And that's, like we mentioned before, is being hard to play against, being tough on their top guys. We do that first, and I think the offense will come.
Gio's on the brink here of setting the NHL record for most block shots. What has stood out to you, and it's only 3 games, being his teammate?
Well, you see he's just such a heart and soul guy, and does so many things well up there. I've been playing against him too for many years, and he does everything. It's another thing he does. He's hard to play against. He's so good with the puck, makes good plays. He's the Swiss Army knife kind of guy that does it all, and to be able to see him get close, that's pretty amazing. It's a special thing for sure.
How fun is it to play with Mitch?
Sorry?
How fun is it to play with Mitch?
It's very fun. Yeah, it's the lines, incredible, and the plays that they make. I think I learned out very early. I think my first shift, he set me up in the slot there, and first game, I think I kind of knew I got to be ready at all times to shoot the puck. So it's some of the things that you pick up real fast. But both him and Johnny, just again, the work ethic they have, the vision they have, it's a lot of fun. It can be very effective.
What do you make of the way John has shifted over? He hasn't really played a lot of wing in the NHL, and it seems pretty seamless.
Yeah, well, that's him. I think the IQ of him to be able to do that is incredible. It's not an easy task just to switch like that, and obviously he's done an amazing job at it. But I think that's just a credit to his hockey sense and his just ability to be able to make adjustments like that.
You faced the Wild a lot with St. Louis. What stands out about the way they play and this year, the way that they brought it?
Yeah, they're a very hard team to play against. They defend very well. They defend well as a unit. They keep to the outside. They're at all times they're playing hard, and that's the kind of mindset you have to kind of go into it, expecting a hard game. It's not going to be a track meet. This is going to be one from competing at both nets. It's fun. I think I've always enjoyed playing against them, and usually more sore than most games after because of the physicality and that intensity. But it is an exciting challenge for us.
How does Real compare to other top players as far as like how tough he is to match up against, or you face all the other top guys in the league? Just how does he compare?
Oh, he's right up there with the best of them. As you see, I've watched him a ton, as have I, and so dynamic. Again, you think you have him, think him squeezed out, and he makes a little touch and he burns it. You just have to be, again, so sharp with him and be aware of where he is at all times, because he gets into those good scoring areas too, and just deadly that way.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thanks, guys.